Hello guys, welcome back to your 7th C++ tutorial. So in this tutorial we'll be talking about functions, right? So suppose it's your birthday today and you are having a party at your place, right? So what we normally tend to do is you will order cake from some place, you will order dinner from somewhere else, and you will probably order the decorations from somewhere else, right? So what I am saying is we'll divide the work into individual parts, right? You will appoint different people for different tasks. So since C++ is the application of exact real world things into programming, that's what exactly we can do with C++ too. We can define various functions to perform various tasks, right? So one particular function performs a specific task. So that's what we are going to do in this tutorial, right? So it's your birthday, right? So let's go ahead and make two functions. Probably one will be about the invitation list and the second be about the menu of the party, right? So now you can define functions inside the main as well as outside the main. The best practice is to define them outside because as I've said many times before, keep the code of main as simple as possible, right? So let's go ahead and define a function for invite list. Okay, that's basically the syntax, right? Exactly like main. Instead just we have void here because right now our function will not return anything back to the main function. What this means is that whatever code will be within this function, it will be self-sufficient, right? It does not need to return any value or take any value from main. All right, so this is the name of the function and this is basically the argument list. Right now we don't need any arguments. So what this function is going to do is it will basically display the name of people who are coming, right? So maybe friend1 slash t, maybe 2 dot friend2, and you can go on with the list, right? All right, so this is one function. The another function is about the menu, right? So let's go ahead and take a choice, suppose vegetarian and non-vegetarian. So I'll need integer for that, right? Integer choice. Let's go ahead and define the function. If choice is 1, again cout here, oops, here's the list, and 1 dot 2 dot 3 dot the various items whichever you want, right? Then again if else if choice is 2, uh, you can go ahead and display the names of non-veg items or something, right? I don't know what TNR means, right? That's basically it. So now we have defined the functions, all right, but we have to call it in the main function to use it, right? There are three things associated with a function, right? The first thing is the function definition, which we have already taken care of. The other thing is function prototype. Now if we define the function before main, we do not need to put the prototype, but if the function is defined after main, which is defined after main in our case, we need to tell the compiler that there is a function with a name of invite list and menu somewhere in the program after the main program, right? We are just telling it that hey, there's a function called invite list, don't forget to add that, right? So now we'll just simply call invite list just like that, and menu, right? So this is a function call, this is a function prototype, and this is the function definition, right? But there's one thing, we can call invite list just like this because we do not have any arguments, but for calling the menu function we'll need to provide the argument, right? So let's go ahead and take care of that. Do you want veg or non-veg, right? Cin choice. Again, since we are using choice, we'll need to define choice here. Choice, there we go. So now we'll write choice here. So what this line basically does is it will call the menu function with the value of choice as whatever the value of choice is here, right? So these are called the actual arguments, and these are called the formal arguments, right? So when we define it in a function, it is called a formal argument. When we call it, it's called actual argument, because what we are doing is we are copying the value of choice which is entered by the user to the value of choice which we have declared in the function, right? So if the user enters 1, this it will print probably here's the veg list, and then if user enters 2, then it's the non-veg time, right? If it uh, if the user enters something else, well, you know how to handle that, right? So let's go ahead, save it and run it and see if it works. This is functions, right? There we go. Execute, compile and run. There it is. So it's displaying the list first. This is what /t does, right? It gives a tab between the two words, right? So do you want veg or non-veg? Well, of course, if there's non-veg, I want non-veg, right? So there we go, non-veg TNA, whatever. So that's basically what we have done. So you don't actually need to make separate functions for operations as simple as that. But again, when we'll make snakes and ladders, you'll get to know about why do we actually need functions, right? Because there, what I basically did was I made functions for every screen. The first screen was a separate function, the instruction screen was in a separate function. So in the main body, I just have to call the screens one after the another, you know. So that's how it simplifies my code, right? So that's about it for the function concept, guys. Again, I've included a few programs for you to try out. The code will be provided in the next tutorial. Try them out. Be thorough with functions. They are a very important part of C++. Now again, you can use comments to check a particular function is working properly or not, just like that. Just go ahead and comment this one, so that everything related to invite list is now commented. So your code now actually contains only the menu function. So you can go ahead and check out menu function. If it has any errors, you get it, right? So that's it. Then go ahead, try the programs out, and I'll see you guys in the next one.